Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Vanderbilt Commodores taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Armour. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the right. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Gonna run it. It's Yates. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Yates. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
8th play of the drive coming up. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
Neutrals on defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Dialing up a second down pass play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And he missed it. No good. and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Armour. Extending the play. It's complete to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. It's complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Slips away. It's on target and complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter.
Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Commodores will punt this one away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense set on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Connection to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after that completion. He'll pull it on the read. At midfield, he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. It's hard to understate how much it's worth to have a guy who can run just enough to pick up a first down, to keep a drive alive, to avoid a negative play.
He's just got enough. Everybody could be covered on a pass play, and he can go and get the first down for you. He can make maybe one or two guys miss and just stretch the football past the sticks to keep the drive alive. Such a weapon to have on him.
Now on the counter. Bowls his way forward. Bulldozes his way through. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Armour. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Using his legs, it's Yates. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. They'll give it to him again. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Rebels!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Yates. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his target down the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's looking for a man on second down. Makes the grab. It's Yates. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead.
Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Armour. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Afterburner's coming. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Finds his man in the middle. Boom. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
There's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, going up top. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. If they're snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Coming after him. Now looking to throw back to the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. They'll run the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Commodores are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Fights off a defender. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play getting the tackle for loss.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative.
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls. And most of the time, I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. If you give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on.
Second down coming up. Power football with the run. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground. He's got it again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Under heat, he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Fires to the right. Got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Getting some heat. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Working that left side now. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate...
Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Off play action. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he
going up top. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Back to pass, it's Armour. They're bringing heat. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. 5. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Commodores line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's
going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I've spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the 4th quarter and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently they live in the second world as this coach.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick step and go. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the beatdown has ensued. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Commodores are on the move. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the...
And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. On the move to his left. He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. To the air on 1st down. He finds his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. After this, it'll be a wrap. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's taking the deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to go down as time has run out. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to